Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna use FreeCAD to create a toothpaste kind of pack, toothpaste container module. So I'm using latest FreeCAD stable version 0. As you can see, let's create a new file. Anyway, my system is Ubuntu, but it doesn't matter. So we're gonna create a 3D model for a toothpaste container. Let's see it works. So first we're gonna create so essentially toothpaste would have, as you can assume, a lid as well as kind of, so we're gonna have two parts, one for lid, one for the actual toothpaste holder uh, container. So let's first go with the lid. So we just first design the lid, and let's create a new, let's say I'm creating new file. Let's go to the part design workbench, and we have to create a new body as we're creating the lead. Now for the new body, let's set it to axonometric, the view. In the model tree we have a body, and then you can see the origin by pressing a space bar. It's got three planes and also three different axes. As we can see, let's hide this at the moment. Edit for the lead. Let's create a sketch, and for the top view, which is the XY plane, I can let's say OK. Now we are looking from the top view. Let's create a circle for the lead. We're gonna extrude this as sketch. So it's from the bottom up design principle, you can say, and then as I said, now let's set the diameter or radius of this by going into here and then selecting the constraint for radius. I'm assuming, let's set it some random, let's say 30 millimeter, and yeah, now we have a 30 millimeter radius. Let's exit this sketch. Now we have one sketch in our model tree, and we can extrude this by using the pad tool. Now we want to extrude it. Let's say if I scroll my mouse here, extrude it say 30 millimeter as well. Now we have model. Let's zoom in to the model. Now we have this model. If I press my mouse button and hold, I can rotate my view and see it around. Okay, here I have picked Blender for mouse operation, view operation. The way it works in Blender. Also, you can pick different, but I just prefer Blender. It's easier for me. Now, what we wanna do is we wanna say cut it from the bottom. Cut it from the bottom in a. So we're gonna use the revolve tool. Before that, let's set it to isometric and then cut it from the front. So we have to create another sketch for cutting tool. So create new sketch, and not that, create new sketch. Oh, because here let's delete the sketch which is not now. New sketch, and then we select this XY plane. Okay, now our sketch is lying, as you can see, so at the front plane. What we want to do here now, because I want to see, you can see the switches between the section view. So I want to see the section, not the side, so it doesn't obscure my sketch. If I don't have this, it will just obscure my sketch. So I have to press that. I'll show you what I mean. Now let's try to and do something like from the origin. Let's draw. It's not setting the automatically. Let's go to preference and see that for the sketcher we have constraint creation should be auto constraint. Okay, it's auto constraint show grid. Now here I wanna create a sketch. You may have your own flexibility how you do it. So it's not applying. So auto remove, auto update. Let's check auto update and auto remove redundant. The constraint hide internal alignment. Edit controls. Auto constraint never show grid. Okay. Grid snap. We don't want that. Now here. Um, Now, as I press the escape key, it exited the sketch. I want to go back to the sketch. And as you can see, now it's obscuring our sketch. We have here press the section view, then it hides the section. It's very useful for the sketch. Now I want to set these to say horizontal, so it's perfectly horizontal. And then I want to create another line which is going vertically. I also want to set this to vertical. Now I have to, and this one, they are separate lines, so I want to set a coincident constraint so that they don't, if you press, keep holding control key and then click on this. Now I have selected the endpoints of these two lines and just set it to coincident constraint. Now it moved both together, so okay. I want to set this to let's select the dimension tool here, vertical, say 5, and then set this to let's set it later, and let's set it now. Select that in line and then select the horizontal dimension for this to be, I set it to 25. Now I want to select this point and the origin point and then select the coins. Now it's lying on the origin. This two. Remove this so that it's not obscuring. I want to create an arc between these 2 points. So I can go here in the arc tool in a 3-point ring point arc. Select this one and select this point, and then I can select it. Now obviously it's not joined, so I have to again select this point and where this point and this coincident constraint and this again coincident. Now I want to set the radius for this as well. Let's set it to 120. Now I have a sketch here. I'm gonna use this as my revolve cut tool. As you can see now, if I again press the section view, it's obscuring our sketch. If you press this, so it's very useful. They said a couple of times here. View the sketch perpendicular to the plane. It's already viewing. Let's close our sketch now. But now our sketch is, you can't really see it. Let's change the appearance for this one. Increase the transparency so that we can see inside what's inside. We want to use, but we can't really select internal thing. There's a disadvantage. Let's change the appearance back to normal, and then let's go there here and say wireframe. Now we are viewing in the wireframe. Select the sketch. I do the revolve here, group selected, this one. Now here, I have to, for the axis I can select the vertical axis, and here in the view I say as is. Now we should see how it cut. As you can see, it did a revolve cut. Can adjust the degree and see how it's cutting using that section to cut round using the axis we selected. Let's set it to 360. Okay, now we have this thing. Now what we can do, we can do another extruded cut, but I want to select this plane and then again a sketch, continue a sketch on that plane. On the plane again I want to create new circle, just showing. There are many ways to do this. Of course we could have done that in our original revolve cut sketch, but just want to show things, how things can be done differently. 10. Let's exit this. Now on a cut using this sketch I want to do the pocket tool, which is cutting using this. See how it's now cutting. I wanna do just about, so it just cutting right there. So this is fine. And let's bring it down to 4. 4 looks alright. 4 looks alright. I think 4 is what we want. Let's save our document before we do anything in CAD. FreeCAD, you always have to save. So let's give it name lead toothpaste lead. Save. Here, what I want to do using this one, I want to apply this edge, and apply a fillet and increase it so that in is a even and smooth. Let's give it 15. And again, selecting this face which is inside, again apply a new fillet. Let's set it to 0.1, which is really small. You can't really, so 0.2 would void. I think 0.2 would void. You can't really do 0.2. 0.05 would work. So we've got a really tiny bit of fillet there. Let's save, and yeah, now we wanna do another cut on this. So select this face and create again a sketch here. Now we have to do something. uh, we could do the revolve thing as well, or we could do what is known as the pattern thing. I think doing pattern is better for this scenario. Let's do the let's select an arc here, 3-point arc here, and we gonna do what we could do first, create a reference line. To create a reference line we can here toggle our drawing to reference mode, and then let's create a a horizontal reference line. Now set it to horizontal. Now this is our reference line, and let's set the distance of this to be exactly the radius, which is 30. We set this to be here. Can't really do with line tool. Let's select these 2 points, and This to be 30. Now our line is precisely tangent with our thing. Let's now go back to the non-reference mode and then use this line for our reference arc. Here we can draw another reference line if we want. I think, but it's okay. Here, just select that. Let's maybe choosing this one is better. Let's select this and select our reference line. That's not good. I just press escape. That's too far from what we want. Here we just hover over this. You can see the color turning. We have to somehow maybe put the center of this far out. Let's put it here somewhere. I think that's better. From here to here. Now we have an arc, which is, let's select the endpoint and select our reference line and say this one, which is fix a point onto an object. Now it's touching. We do the same for this. Now let's set the radius of our circle, which is, let's set it to 2. I think we could get away with 3. Now we have this, and also what I want to do, create a line, not the reference line but the actual. This is now reference, we have to change it back to actual. Let's click on this one. Now it becomes actual. And but the line we had, this the one is reference line. This it is still looks like it's not reference line. It's you can see it's white. Select that line and then click on this, so it's now reference line is blue. You can see it pretty closely. Now selecting the line tool, we wanna here. Now we have the line. Let's press undo and then what's wrong with this? I want to select the line. Let's select the line and then click on that one and this one. Coincident. It doesn't. It's moving the object. Let's fix this. Fix. So it's not fixed. It cannot move. Let's do the same for this one. Fix. Let's set this to horizontal and then selecting and this to the coincident, and similar for this too. Now we have the cross section for cutting cross section. Let's exit our sketch, and you can see here our cutting tool. Now we do the pocket. As you can see, it's cutting. Let's from here select up to face. Maybe we don't need all the way, so let's do dimension is better. We know 30 is the thing we want, up to 28 maybe. Then okay, now we want to use the pattern tool to create a pattern of this cut. Let's select pocket, and where is the pattern tool? Here we use the polar pattern, and we already know the pocket is selected in the future, which is our cut. We, for instance, we set it to 3 4 I can see it's creating 4 instances of view, but we want more. Let's set it to see how many we can go. Righty, until we kind of is really slow now. It's becoming slow. My system. It's really slow now. Let's give it say 40. Wait for a minute. Wait for a minute. Wait for a minute. Now 40 is alright. It's really bugging. Okay, here we can also set it. Say 40. It doesn't look what I wanted. I wanna give it 50 maybe. And here I just press the recompute, and it's gonna take a while. The data under the data and property, you can change the parameters for a particular design tree feature. Now is 50. 50 looks alright, I think, and I can give it more. But for the time being, let's say 50. Let's save. Now we want to create the hollow part for this. One way to do it, let's select this face and we use this feature, make a thick solid, and let's see if it's able to create, but it doesn't work for some reasons. And let's change the mode to skin, from skin to pipe. It still doesn't work, and we have to try different let's select, make thickness inward, skin again. Let's change the thickness to maybe 5. 5 doesn't work. Face remove. I think that's fine. We don't have to remove. Let's say intersection joint type. There is this still can, for some reasons, this particular feature, so always it doesn't work always. You have to fiddle around. See, it's not working for some reasons. So let's get out of there. Let's try something from part. If they a part should have something similar. Suppose extrude a selected path, or if we want, there is another way to do this. There is a technique for doing this, and to create the what does it mean? So let's select this face, and can we do the invert selection? Let's see, select all, no. Duplicate selection, what does that mean? The select object or dependencies, or do you want to duplicate them too? We can't really do. What is this? Remove feature from the shape, and cut out. And one way to do it is of course creating a scaled version of these, but this is really not the way. I'm trying to figure out if there is any other way we can. Of course, here a polar pattern is another one. Let's delete this one, and let's activate this by pressing space. And here we can select the individual, but it's not the way. Let's say select all. Now it's selecting, or you can just press this and it selects everything, and then keep pressing the control key, and then selecting this doesn't really select the face. Okay, uh, I just wanna don't really just I just wanna deselect a particular face. Just selecting, let's say select all, and not really doesn't work. Select all, control. Yeah, what is it doing? It's not doing in the graphics view. Okay. So I tried many different. Okay, how about the box selection? Box selection. Okay, and also if I wanna deselect again, box selection doesn't work with control key. Box selection. How about the shift key? Selection. If you want to deselect a particular face, there should be a way. Okay. How to invert the selection? Placement to go visibility. Thickness. Okay, we've got a feature called thickness. Maybe that would work. For applying the. Let's use the thickness feature from the part. Let's use the standard tool. Select one or more faces. Let's select this face and thickness. Let's see if it can make thickness out of these faces. Select faces. Done. And let's say thickness to 3 is again same thing with this one. Maybe we have to go below 1 millimeter for this to work. Joint type in here, intersection. Let's use the standard 0.5. How about 0.5? No, 0.5 doesn't make much sense. Self intersection. Okay, finally with the intersection thing it's working. It's changing the shape to something I didn't want, as you can see here. And it's making a fillet here, which I didn't apply. And even though I didn't apply any fillets there, it's applying fillets. Self intersection. The self intersection. So, but let's try a different value here, just for the sake of experiment. This 3, it's hanging a lot, and with 3, but that's what. Let's cancel. Because it's creating something we did not expect. Let's apply thickness, and then let's set it to 0.5 from the part design workbench, and again make thickness inward, and it doesn't work in part design at all. So it's kind of sometimes the way it is, it doesn't really work. Standard Um, let's look from the top and then front. Yeah, and then let's do a box selection. Uh, it's again it doesn't select the way uh, should be selecting. I can't really deselect this face. Mhm. Because what I was thinking, if we go to the draft workbench, maybe there is something in the draft workbench should be able to do. Like here we have offset, we have drawing, and let's compute the thing. And here in the draft, we have something called face binder. We can definitely duplicate an object in part design and scale it down if we want. And of course, we have to select the origin, but that's not the way we should be doing the modeling, because if we want to know the exact thickness anyway, maybe what we want is a really simple. um, let's go to the part design again and select this, the draft. There's the thing in draft. Let's hide the grid, and in the part design we select this face and then create a new sketch, and create a new circle radius. Let's set it to 28, and then we can now do a extruded cut using the bracket, not extruded. Yeah, so we can say this can go. Let's look from the front, and we should be able to change the appearance of this so that we see what's going on. Here, going to the task and set so it doesn't touch our point, so there is a gap, so we can go up to 24. Okay, now here changing the appearance back to 24. Now we have this, but this is probably not everything. uh, Not everything, so we need more things. We need to add more things. Let's create a chamfer for this edge. So chamfer is one, looks alright, and we wanna extrude from the middle again by selecting that face. I wanna create a new scratch. Let's tap on this one, and then at the center and create a radius. By pressing escape key, you can always exit from the currently selected tool. Set it to 10, and okay, close. Wanna pet, and let's give it 20. And for this we have to again do a cut, extruded cut, which we can do again going back to the front, and then we do a sketch in the XZ plane, and now with the section view here we see the way we have to draw it. Yes, we know we have to put a line here, and this should be horizontal, and from this point to this point we can set a distance, and the distance should be say 8. Now here we wanna make a, yes, set the dimension for this one should be 8, and this should be touching the our axis, and let's say coincident, and we wanna kind of, what we wanna do, we wanna if there is any, let's go to the sketch geometries here. What we wanna do is um move, we have rectangular array, we have move and copy, we have clone, also symmetry, we have move and copy. Let's select this one. Let's see if we can use some of the tools available. Select this, and from the sketch here the tools we can copy see at this point, so just copy the same thing. Let's set these two on this line, and then distance between these, um, let's take, if we can take the reference for this edge here, we took the reference for this edge. Not really, it doesn't work that way. If we, that's for taking the case, then let's cancel that and go back to here. We just have to precisely set the distance for that. Let's set precisely the distance right around here somewhere, and then what are we gonna do now, use this tool and create a zigzag, simple, really simple one, and here it's alright. Press escape to finish, and we're gonna set the angle between these two, going into the angle. Let's say it to be 90, and let's select these 2 points to be vertical so that they're both lying in the same vertically, like horizontally, and then select this and this, set it to coincident. Oh, pressing undo. Let's press that because we haven't sent. Let's set this to be equal here, equal. Now we have equal length. Now also set this length to be using this 3. Now we can select this and this. Now it's all maintained here. Now what we gonna do, select this and this. Wanna create an array. Going to the sketch tools here, we can do rectangular array. For columns, we wanna do the rows. Let's say columns, we can't really reduce it. Equal vertical, horizontal, clone. Let's try this one. And here, oh righty, this is not what we wanted. Undo, select this two again, go to the sketch, and here we do maybe cloning. Impress. Okay, I think cloning is better for this scenario. Just constraint, and again we select this two and go profile tools, clone. So cloning is the best way, I think, for this. Um, what's what is changing the I don't know why it's changing the dimension. So cloning doesn't really carry the dimension, which is a bad thing. Let's undo. It doesn't carry all the dimension. Like I can. Oh, it doesn't move. Maybe yeah, because we have to clone from the original one. Okay, here clone. Now maybe yeah. Now it's carrying the all the dimensions. Select this two and again select. I hope they in the future they add an option for like like multiple clones, not just one single. I think that's enough. Now we wanna create a line which is connecting this to zoom in here. Let's see, we wanna connect this to and then make this to be vertical. This looks about alright. Now I'm gonna create a line which is from here to there. So we can do the same. For some reasons, the auto constraint is not working. Let's make it vertical. So now let's exit, and as you can see, now we have, if I change the appearance, and you can see I have cutting tool. So revolve cut again. Select the sketch and then do the revolve, and we select the reference this VZ, maybe select reference. For some reason it's not showing up. If I do the broken face, I don't know why it's doing that. Should not be doing that. Maybe our sketch got an issue somewhere. Let's change the appearance back to normal, and the section view activated. Here maybe sometimes what you have, if the sketch is it's not alright, you'll have issues with yeah, see here our sketch is actually open. This point is not meeting this particular. Now I think it should be cool. go here. Let's keep a gap. Let's exit our sketch now. Using the tool, we use the group. We choose select reference and vertical. Again, it's not working. Reversed symmetric to the plane. Base vertical sketch. There is something wrong in the sketch, maybe. Uh, uh, I have to check whether the sketch is normally. If I make it higher, let's see. Revolve group A selected. Still doesn't work. If we go to the part design part, and then it also has another way to handle this is using the boolean tool. I think there's a better option using the boolean tool. Let's create a revolve option with this revolve, and then we select reference. Oh, revolve is not working also. This must be the sketch issue then. If revolve is not working on this, is this because not sure whether this is because the cloning issue? What kind of issue this has? Because we used the cloning tool, but cloning tool should not make it um, like that as well. I'm wondering where things went wrong. Let's delete this. Time being, we have 2 degrees of freedom. Select this, and this one. Oh yeah, here we have a open thing. I think that's where the problem is. Yes, is coincident, and then finally, I think better we just, because the auto constraint is not working. It's really annoying. This thing is doing this. Now we have to make this vertical, and then yeah, that's it. Now we use the revolve. Now it should work as expected. Now it's working. Okay, that's it. Alright, here one thing we missed, maybe probably, is going back to the sketch. We have to this is 8, so let's make it, I don't know why it's not showing, but when we do the edit a sketch, it should show the model. It's a spacebar, and this here I want to make this to be 9, but again we have to again move everything else. Let's undo, but we can fix this, make this vertical, this vertical. And here it's removing, and then make all these points. You have here this and this to be vertical, so they all lie in the same. So if you move one, all of them will move together. So I hope it's not removing. in this, the main important thing is we move this to 9 now. Aha, let's make these two to be vertical. Click here. There's something. Okay, that constraint is not gonna. Let's select this and delete. We wanna move these all these. But there is for some reasons I can't really move anything here. Because here we have, yeah, that's why the problem is. I say, okay, let's remove these. What is it? Dimension tool, and then set these and these to be equal. It didn't work for some reasons. Create a constraint between. This the parallel. We don't need parallel constraint. Need the equal constraint. Now these two equal. Let's set here 9. That's perfect. That's what I wanted. So from the center is about 9 diameters. We know how much the diameter is. Let's close this. So this is perfect. Now that we created the lid, now let's create toothpaste, the remaining part. Um, Definitely, yeah, hopefully. So here we can do what we can do here. We have one body. I'm gonna hide this body, and then we create a new body, which is of course a new body, and it has its own for the toothpaste. For this body, for our toothpaste thing, we wanna create some profiles for the cross sections of the toothpaste. So what we do, we first create sketch the vertical plane, and of course it would have right about as we had, it should be 30 again. So we have one like this, and then we're gonna create more sketches. One way, if we go to the we can create this, copy this sketch, or we can create a new sketch. Let's say a sketch again. The so we see our all the sketches. For this next cross section, we're gonna use the ellipse. We can use the ellipse. The ellipse is, so we set the our two side there, and then we set it to there. Here we have to select, and then point and the horizontal line coincident. Again we do the same on this side coincident. Here we can adjust these, but we wanna make the center aligning with center. And now we have, so we want to make sure these two between the distance between these two is exactly 30. So 30 is the radius, so the diameter would be 60. Now between these 2 points we can also set the distance, let's say 50. So now we can close our sketch. Now we have to sketch. Let's move this sketch. So let's using the attachment tool under the data. We can move position our sketch here. We can position attachment. You can click this, or we can just type in here position Z. If I scroll, you can see from the front I'm making it higher in the position using the axonometric, using the loft tool, so 70, about 70. And then we create a new sketch again, in this, and in the XY plane. For this sketch, because this sketch is under, so we have our original sketch, but I can't really see the previous sketch, right? Because we moved it higher. Let's move it back first, and then we can adjust the appearance. Um, trans we can appearance line transparency. Can't really transparency, so that you can't really change the line transparency, but you can definitely make it. Okay, I think let's not hassle on that. Let's I think better option, because the shape is gonna be pretty much similar. Let's close this sketch and delete this one. And what I wanna do, let's move this back to 70, and we're gonna copy this sketch. Do you this not to have a dependency on that? Yes, and then we wanna paste in. This is let's make it under the body. If we drag and drop, and let's delete this extra plane, we don't need. So for this new sketch, we move it higher. Let's make it 150, but we wanna change this sketch parameters. Let's say let's make this 30. Now we have a sketch. Now let's again do the same copy. No, let's select no this time, paste. Now drag this into the body, so it's lying in the body. Again, we move it higher. Now let's say 220. Now we wanna edit this as well. Let's make this 10. I think that's enough. So we have created the profile for the toothpaste. Must be something which is, so using our love tool here, tile background, display animation, what is buffer object, and yeah, that's all right. uh, so we're gonna use we have to activate our body for the love tool. Let's select this, and using the love tool, um, is hiding the other, some reasons. No, it's not hiding. Let's cancel this operation. Let's select the 7 one, and using the love tool, let's we have to select the next section. We have selected the first section, next, and then next, and section next. So we say closed because we want a closed solid. No, like the end sections should not have any opening. You can select the ruler software to make it more linear, but I think we don't want that. Now we have not exactly the container, but is almost. We wanna make a fillet on this one. Let's see if we can make it fillet and 0.2, 0.5, and 0.7. It doesn't really work. 2 doesn't work. We don't want fillet maybe. What I wanted to make it like more like a pointy. We what we could have done is create one more sections. Let's create one more sections. So this one, and let's copy this now and paste. Gonna bring this back to, and we wanna edit. Let's make it 2. I think the 2 is sufficient, and then we wanna adjust the placement of this under the position. Should be able to change for some reasons. Let's delete this adaptive at the moment because it was not under the same body, so let's not delete. Let's bring it back to the body. Should be, oh, I can't really, even it's under the same body, I can't really move. Let's delete this. Then show the sketches by pressing space 1. No, I can't really move. Mm, some reasons they are maybe not active body. Toggle active body. Oh yeah, I should be doing in the under. I was doing in the wrong place. It should be under under not the base in the attachment thing position. Let's put it there. Maybe close. Sorry, and I'm gonna do this back to 3. 3 is fine. Now going back with this using the loft tool at section. I know I'm doing so is I know I'm doing some mistakes because the process, of course, you have to do trial and error. Sometimes to get used to this the FreeCAD thing. Save, and here fillet doesn't really work even for 0.1. Then maybe not fillet but make a draft angle neutral plane. You have to select which is the neutral plane. Just select this full direction, face at face. It doesn't really do anything. I think the draft, um, we don't really need it. I think uh, or what we wanna do is leave it on for this here. you wanna add a fillet for this edge, and then the fillet should be, let's say, 3. And we also have to create a toothpaste coming out and all that, but it also has to match with our part. Let's show our body, which is that first the lid. We wanna move this using the placement and position. We can move this and see this both coming up, and as you can see from the font, they coming up here, so under 29. You can see here, this what we want. Let's make our this body appearance the lid to be a little bit transparent, so we know what we are. So now you can see this kind of it's all right, it's not bad. What we have to do is yeah, I want to do revolve. Let's create a new sketch. It should be on the, yeah, this plane. It's like that. For this we need, of course, our reference, the base point, which is our reference, and then here we make it to make sure. So we had this problem before. It's not attached to the base point for some reason. So you can see if it attached from the constraint, and then gonna put the length of this. Let's see the cross section view. So we see, let's set the length for this to be 25. Now let's create another line from there to about here. Here we wanna create. We just exactly follow our. So as you can see, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish here. Now exactly follow the contour of the our lid, so it's easy to follow contour. So it's all, so it can be assembled. It's expected. um, Here we wanna follow the contour. So the contour should be, we're gonna first create a attachment line for this, and as you can expect, this is gonna be another revolve feature. Let's make it vertical, and so this is going to be following. Let's make this horizontal, the contour of our, let's make these the height to be 15, and we wanna maybe 15 is not the right kind of height. 12, 12 is good. We wanna follow the contour now closely. So this is gonna be again repeating thing. We know the angle between these two from the left is roughly 95, and we wanna make because we have to make, if we can make, although this is we don't know the angle between, so we have to go back to the lead to find the angle. Okay, here we have groove of the groove for our revolve for body 1 groove. Let's sketch. There's the edit sketch, and as you can see here, hey, this the angle is 90, and from here to here the angle we want to know. Just go back to the reference mode here, reference and angle. Know this angle, which is roughly 45. Okay, now going back to our original body and editing our sketch. Gonna, this is actually 90, is it? And this should be here 45. It was so this side is 45 plus 90, so what, 135. So between these two is 135. We select to the constraint mode, 135. Now is maintaining the contour. What we have to do now, make it by setting this length, we can make it perfect. Let's set it to 9. 9 is too much. Let's say give it 9.5. Again 8.5. 9.5 is again too much. 8.5 is about the distance we need. Now again we wanna follow the contour, so we wanna use the clone tool. So let's know the dimension of this using the reference mode. The dimension is or we can set it, to the precise exact 0.7. So in 0.7 it's a bit, so 0.65. I see some maybe 0.67. Set it too high, 0.67. 0.7. 7 is way too high. 9 is fine. 0.9, and we have this is too high. Again we have to set for this one as well. Let's set it to 3.6. 3 3 is about right. We wanna again create another using the constraint. We wanna, so we know the angle is 90, so this side should be 90 as well. So 90. So now it's following the contour. We wanna set this to exactly the same. Set this, the length of these two exactly the same as the other one. So we should be able to use the now clone tool. Selecting these three lines, we go sketch and clone tool. Now probably that's what we don't want. Let's delete. If we use the clone tool, I think better not use this way. Or we can just because the pattern is not precisely repeating, and so you can't really make use of clone tool. So this is should be 3 and 3. Yeah, still there's a gap, and you wanna use this new line again. We know the angle between these two. Better to do manually, but I wanted to use clone tool just to make use of more efficient. We know exactly this to be 3 because we have 3 there, 3. It's some kind of zigzag, you know. Oh, we have to use another. And then here again, we know the angle which is 90, and here we have to set this to 3 again, and finally what we need is a line joining the, so here we can set this to, let's say 1.2 to height 1.05. I think this is gonna work, and yeah, that's it. Now we have hopefully there is no mistake in here. Auto update, auto remove, 1 degree of freedom line, this one there. Let's set a dimension for this, select exactly one. Here 2.75, and it looks perfect. Now we want to use let's hide our lid. Let's rename our body to, if you go under the data and body 1 level body, let's make it lid. Let's make it body, and now we wanna do a revolve tool with this sketch. using, let's say, before anything revolve, and for some reason it's not, oh, it's working, it's just not coming under the view. I thought it was not. It's all right. A vertical sketch exists, and yeah, it looks all right. Here we wanna apply a fillet 0.1, maybe 2.2, and also we wanna add another one for this edge. Okay. Now we have our toothpaste almost ready. We again the thickness tool may not work if we use thickness. Okay, not working. Okay, for 0.1 it works. 0.1 is a really, I think 0.1 millimeter is working. The thickness, I don't know whether it's practical thickness, whether it's particular. Maybe it is. It's too. I feel like it's too thin, and no other value seems to be working. 0.3 doesn't work. 0.1 it works. 0.2, 1, 2, 2 doesn't work. Let's see if I move it to pipe, skin, intersection seems to be working for 0.5. Yeah, so with intersection mode, I think 0.8 is a perfect value for this. The best make thickness inward because we don't wanna change the original dimension. As you can see here, if we show the lid, so if we don't use make thickness inward, it's gonna do the thickness outward, I suppose. Yeah, so let's do the inward thing. So now it's matching the outside our drawing. It's all only doing inward thickness, and here intersection make thickness equal 0.8. It's all perfect. Okay, yeah, there's now we have a paste, very simple one, and we can change the color appearance for this to be, let's make the shape color to be white, to be green, and the lid, if we show and then change the appearance, reduce the transparency, let's change the appearance to white. I think but it's not the kind of right color for this. Let's choose some random. Yeah, and so here we just modeled a toothpaste container. You can show height or is. I hope you liked this video, as and please subscribe and to my channel, and hope to see you again in another video.